control tempo, you know, it was kind of, but we knew that. They just had some personnel issues, and to Murray's credit, he picked up a kid who ends up coming in and being a big pop for him, Jarvis Jones. They just had some personnel issues, so his bench is thin, trying to control tempo, and when you turn it over like we're turning it over, it just limits our shot abilities. I thought we, you know, shot the ball decent from three, did a decent job defensively, but we're just turning it over too much. If we eliminate half of those, then we're where we need to be offensively, and we feel a little better about ourselves.
Marshall seemed to shoot the ball better tonight. Was he getting better shot selection, or were just shots falling?
I think he makes shots. You know, that zone is going to allow him to get a little freer. So I thought he had some clean looks. I thought Newby in particular made a couple of real hustle plays to get him some open floor looks. Again, the turnovers, and he played a huge part in that, are just things that are just ridiculous. Like at the end of the game, the ball going through your hands. When you're an SEC scholarship basketball player, that should never happen, and it happens to us quite frequently, which tells me our focus is where it should be.
Bogner seemed to get a lot of second point opportunities, but what did you see him do out there?
I thought he was big. I thought he was really working behind the zone. We played him, you know, a team high in minutes because Murph obviously, you know, sat here with 2 early fouls, and we were trying to just grind through that first half. I thought the second half we had a chance to, you know, maybe feel better about ourselves heading west and get into a little bit of a rhythm, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Andy, are the turnovers youth, playing rotation, focus? What do you attribute them to right now?
Weak with the ball. That's what I attribute them to. Just being weak with the ball, not valuing the ball. I told them from day one, if you value your minutes, you'll value that ball. The ball's important. Value the ball. I think sometimes we go too fast. I think sometimes we go too slow. I think our execution, we zig when we should zag. I just think there's a lot of things we need to improve upon. And I need consistency out of the guys that I know are capable of doing it. We're getting that some nights. And again, we're going to have to live with some of the things that our young guys are doing. I did think Derek gave us pretty good minutes. I thought he was active, seemed to develop into more of a rhythm. He was very active defensively, so that was good. And Newby continues to define a role for himself. He's continuing to take minutes and minutes and minutes, because when he's out there, he provides us good energy.
What did you think of DeMarco's minutes?
You know, I think he's a big body. I think he's a guy that we need to rebound. He had 3 rebounds in 12 minutes. He's still not quite as nimble on his feet as I think he will be. Again, I have to remember he's only been back with us for 3 weeks.
Andy, talk about the job on Wilson. I thought y'all did a good job taking him out until the game was set.
I think coming into the game, he may have been the leading scorer for
19.
Yeah, he's a good player, and it's a difficult matchup because coming in, he had made 23 threes, I think, in their first 7 games. So he's a capable shooter. I thought we did a good job defensively. You know, we got a little lax at the end of the game. But when you hold a team under 33%, and you know you hold them to about 55 points, defense was not our issue. Really, defense hadn't been our issue this year. It's just offensively, our efficiency is not nearly where it needs to be.